Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. So I just wanted to let you guys know that there have been some new Jurassic Rebirth toy reveals. So in this video we're gonna go over the whole first wave for Jurassic Rebirth toys. You heard me right. The whole first wave has been confirmed, or not really confirmed. I mean, it has been found. So yeah, it's a bit weird, but I'll get to it in a second. But before we start, I do want to mention that I'm sorry for not really uploading that much lately, because I was kind of debating whether or not I should do this video, because like every day and some new news drops, and now I'm thankful that I waited until today, because now we actually know the whole first wave. So let's get into the video. So I'm just gonna start off with the ones that we know already, and that being the aerial ambush Quetzalcoatlus. So alongside the Mosasaurus, this is, I believe, the first big dinosaur that actually has a full gallery. Like, the Quetzalcoatlus figure does look pretty cool. At first I thought that it had like a very big orange eye, but now I see that it has a really small eye and just some orange paint. So that's a bit weird. I don't think that the Quetzalcoatlus in the movie actually has that small of an eye. But the whole Quetzalcoatlus does look pretty cool. Although the sculpt looks very cool, but it doesn't really look that accurate. Because the one in Rebirth has a way bigger head and a much thinner neck, and this one is way more accurate in size to the Dominion one than the Rebirth one. So, but it's still very cool that we have a Quetzalcoatlus figure that is at least bigger than a gigantic Tracker's size, and it can also sit and fly. So I'm definitely gonna be picking up this one. But also the paint doesn't really look that accurate. Like the wings should be more blue, and the beak should be more of a orange or a beige coloring. But then we need to move on to the Mosasaurus, the Bite and Blast Mosasaurus. So I talked about this one a bit ago. I said that this was the only one alongside the Quetzalcoatlus from the big dinosaurs that has a full gallery. So this dinosaur looks very cool. I'll definitely be picking this one up. So it actually has a action feature where it grabs a Dilophosaurus and then it spits it back out, because it also comes with a Dilophosaurus, and I really like this action feature. In my opinion, this is one of the better Mosasaurus that Mattel has ever made, because the mouth closes very good. If you're like me and you have one of the real field Mosasauruses, you will know that those mouths don't really close that well. But I'm glad that we have a new Mosasaurus, and especially like this one, because this one looks very cool. And then moving on, we have the Power Devour Tyrannosaurus Rex. So nothing special. This is just a Tyrannosaurus Rex. So a few differences is that this one has some osteoderms. It does have a bit more osteoderms than the one in the movie, I believe, because the one in the movie does have some osteoderms, but it could also just be from the color. I do like that this one has some smaller feet, and also the arms and the wrists are pointed inwards, so that's a bit more accurate. The only thing I don't really like about this figure is its action feature. That's probably the only reason why I won't be picking this up, because like it glows from its mouth. So maybe this could be a reference for that fire-breathing T-Rex that everyone has been talking about. Like that one that supposedly was in the trailer was probably just was a scene with the T-Rex where there's just a bunch of fire in the environment. And also just the mouth doesn't really close that well. I don't really like this figure. And then we have the Tail Thrasher Spinosaurus. So I'll definitely be picking this guy up. This one looks very cool. Although the paint apps doesn't really look that good. Like it should be a bit more light in color, and the sail patterns should be a bit different in my opinion. But what I hope that Mattel will do, and I think that they maybe could be doing this, is just a big box with all three of the Spinosauruses, just with different sails. And I don't know, maybe I think that I'll be picking this one up. Yeah, I could be picking like that whole box up. But yeah, and then the Titanosaurus. This one looks very cool, although the paint apps isn't really that accurate. But that's just because it's the old paint apps, just like the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Those are the old colors, so I can forgive them for that. And also the tail is in kind of a weird position. I would have much more liked it if it would have been a flexible tail instead of this kind of weird position. But I'll definitely be picking the Titanosaurus up, although it will maybe be a bit out of my budget. But yeah, moving on. I believe that those are all of the big ones, although we do have the D-Rex, but that's the only one from the first wave that we actually don't know yet. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for the D-Rex figure, but I'll probably gonna show it after the second trailer for Jurassic Rebirth drops. And then we have the super colossals. We just have the Tyrannosaurus Rex and the Mosasaurus. I won't go too deep into them. And then we're going to the gigantic trackers. So in the first wave we have the Eotriceratops and the Tyrannotitan. Both of them have been found, and I'll be picking up both of them. They both look very cool, although the Eotriceratops does have some weird eye placement, but I really like the Tyrannotitan, although it's a bit too small. The arms are a bit too long, and it doesn't really look like a Tyrannotitan, but it just looks so cool. Like those colors, it has super good paint apps, and just the whole sculpt, it just looks amazing. I'll be picking up this one definitely, and maybe not one of them, but maybe even two or three. I don't know. And then we have the Wild Roars. So these actually do also have a full gallery. We have the Utah Raptor, one that I'll definitely be picking up. And this one actually could be appearing in a movie, maybe the second mutant could be a Utah Raptor. I've seen Best on Slots speculating about this. I don't know if it could be true, but it could be. But I'm here to talk about the toys, and this one looks amazing. I'll definitely be picking this guy up. Then the Maiasaur also looks amazing. If this guy, I think that this guy will be in the movie, and if it will be, this is definitely gonna be the best Hadrosaur design in the entire franchise. Although we only have 2 designs, but then we have the Baryonyx and the Nasutoceratops. Both of them I'll be picking up alongside the Utah Raptor and the Maiasaur. But I think that I'll just be getting the Baryonyx and the Nasutoceratops to repaint them into their original designs, because I really want to get like all of the Jurassic World dinosaurs, all of the dinosaurs in the franchise with their accurate paint apps in the main line. But like the Baryonyx that we do have, that we do have with the accurate colors has like a very some of them have like a long tail and very big feet, and some of them have a short tail and very small feet, and very big feet, I mean. So yeah, I think that I'll be repainting this one into the original one, and the same with the Nasutoceratops. I wasn't able to pick that guy up when it released for Dino Rivals, just because I didn't collect dinosaurs back then. I did get some, but I didn't really collect them back then. And then we have these Strike Attacks. So these ones have actually been found in Panama, I believe. So credit to Jurassic Panama for these images. But we have the Innos Transavia, one that I'll definitely be picking up. This one looks so cool, and its action features, and just like that you can open its mouth with its tail, and just I've talked about the Innos Transavia as a Gorgonops for my analysis for that trailer for the Mosasaurus and Spinosaurus toy. So if you are interested in all the dinosaurs that we saw there, then definitely go check it out. And then we also have the Yuxosaurus. I'll also be getting this one. I don't know which dinosaurs I'll actually not be getting in this wave. They just all look so good. And then I'll also be getting the Uxisaurus. It looks so cool. In my analysis of the trailer, I did think that this one was maybe a mini, but that wasn't true. And now I see why it's the Uxisaurus. It just looks so cool. And Uxisaurus was supposed to be in the Mattel wave, in the Mattel line, but then it was replaced by the Lophostropheus and the Chaos-Theory wave. And then we have the Tappy Jara, one that I'll also be picking up. So this is kind of a repack from the older one that released in Dino Rivals, I believe, but just with even less paint apps. Like the one from Dino Rivals did have some decent paint apps, but it had some blue on the crest and also orange wings. But now it just has some black patterns on the wings, and also the blue on the crest is just removed. So they could have made this figure better, in my opinion, if they would have just made the wings blue. I think that would have been very cool. But I'll still be picking this one up because, again, I wasn't able to pick up dinosaurs from Dino Rivals back then. But yeah, this one looks very cool. And then the last one is the Monolophosaurus. I won't be getting the Monolophosaurus. This might be the first one in this entire video that I'll not be getting. Or I won't be getting the Super Colossals and also not the T-Rex. So, but I really like how this one looks. Like, I don't like how this one looks, because I don't like how that Strike Attack Monolophosaurus looks, because just the sculpt is way off from the Camp Cretaceous ones, because this one was made before Camp Cretaceous, I believe. But I like the sculpt from the story packs better, and I won't be getting this one. And then we have the Danger Packs, and we have the Torvo Newsties. So this one was actually I believe was actually found yesterday or when I'm filming this, even just today. But this one looks very cool. I'll definitely be getting this one. It looked better, I believe, on the back of the box, but it does look kind of cartoony. But the head kind of reminds me of that one of a dinosaur, but I don't know which one it is. I think it might be Rudy from Ice Age, but I don't know. Maybe you guys know, so if you know, let me know in the comments. But then I'll be getting this one, and then we also have a Edmontonia. So this one was also shown in the trailer for the Spinosaurus and the Mosasaurus from Mattel. And then there we saw it, and now it's in the Danger Pack wave. I'll definitely be getting the Edmontonia. It looks very cool. And then we have the Proceratosaurus. I won't be getting this one. This is just a straight up repack from the older one. I wish that they would have they would have maybe made the tail a bit longer, and also made a bit more space between the arms and the legs, because that was kind of cramped. But I won't be getting this one. Or maybe I just will, because it's in the Rebirth packaging, because every time I see a dinosaur in a cool Mattel packaging, I want to get that one. I don't even care if it's a cool dinosaur or not, but maybe I don't think that I'll be getting this one, but it could be. And then the last one from the Danger Pack wave is the Ioni Smithy. So it was stated as Ioni Smithy in the leaks, but it's just called Ioni. So this one looks very cool, although the head is a bit short, but I don't really care about that. The sculpt looks amazing. I love the feathers that they gave it. I'll definitely be picking up this one. So, and in wave 2 they are maybe gonna release the Rugops and the Dentinaeosuchus, but I won't be delving too deep into wave 2 today. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you enjoyed it, definitely leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye everyone!